morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Northshore Church on this very rainy, miserable morning, the day after the October Fair, a very successful fair. We'll talk about that in a minute, but first I'd like to invite John Forbes to greet us from the board.
Well, good morning. Dreary as it may seem, it's all good to see all your smiling faces anyway. For those of us who...
You will find, in your order of service, the chalice lighting for today. These are the words of Theodore Parker. If you might repeat them with me. Be ours a religion which like sunshine goes everywhere, its temple all space, its shrines the good heart, its creeds all truth, its ritual works of love, its profession of faith, divine learning.
Tell a story today. Today we're starting to talk about Unitarian Universalist history with the adults, and I have a story for you about a Unitarian that I'm pretty excited about. I actually didn't know this story until this morning, so I'm really excited to share it with you. It's about a woman named Maria Mitchell, and she lived 200 years ago. She was born in 1818 and she died in 1889. She lived in Nantucket. So she's a New Englander. She started out her life as a Quaker, which is a religion not too different from ours, but different in some significant ways. Most of the people on Nantucket Island were Quakers during her lifetime.
It is, as the title says, about William Ellery, Channing, and Theodore Parker. And you have to understand that it's really great that she let me choose these because Channing and Parker are truly the low-hanging fruit of our history. There's a semester for each in Divinity School, and given 30 minutes, it's going to be interesting to try to cover their entire lives. So tuck in, it might be a long morning. Before I provide the dry facts of who these men are, let me lay down the framework of the times they lived in, because the context is important. There's a funny thing that happens when you have a revolution. A lot of things get to be looked at. Government, clearly, economic systems, science, and certainly religion. The American Revolution was proved in the grounds in New England and the Northeast, and religion was as well. And following the Revolution, the Northeast was a fertile area for growing many new faiths. From Millerites to Mormons, they grew out of our soil. In the 19th century, it was based on the Puritan stock that had grown the country from the 1600s. And it was oddly that Puritan tradition that gave the real bedrock and the opportunity for Unitarianism and Universalism to be founded.